In the vast arid landscape of Turkana County, communities live and farm under some of the harshest climatic conditions in the country. For generations, people in these regions have depended on both crop farming and livestock to sustain their household. Yet today, this way of life is increasingly under pressure. To empower communities, farmers are introduced to practical, hands-on skills that add real value to their crops and livestock. Through guided sessions, participants learn to produce fruit juice, yogurts, sausages, and detergent and beauty products, turning raw farms into a higher value goods to improve income and nutrition.
Loima sub-county of Turkana County is historically an agro-pastoral region. So the people in this area are largely pastoralists, but at least in Loima there is some history of agriculture and crop farming. So that is why we have started with Loima before we spread the gospel to other areas which are largely pastoral. So agro-pastoral is Loima. There is a fairly responsive population or community, and they have been doing agriculture for some time.
Livestock health is strengthened through practical vaccination exercises and animal disease management, ensuring herds remain productive and resilient against diseases. These interventions equip farmers with skills to safeguard their animals, maximize farm productivity, and build sustainable livelihoods under the dryland conditions.
This training is going to enhance their production skills in terms of crop production, both high-value crops and even food production. Crops for food or for consumption here in Turkana. So we are going to have a high level of production for crops, for nutrition, for consumption or even commercial purposes being realized here in Turkana.
We're focusing on the human security need. So I see a community that can be able to withstand the shocks of life, particularly the threats that face this kind of community, and more closely linked to issues to do with a more healthy community, a community that has access to many other sources of food, a community whose children are able to access more nutritious diets. This is the core business of our intervention as JICA. We have seen communities that have been devastated by many threats. We've seen communities like Japan who had to endure the harsh realities of World War. We've seen communities such as those living in the arid areas in different parts of the world, or those living in inhabitable conditions, be able to mutate and adapt to their conditions, while at the same time utilizing the resource they have to overcome these issues. Change is not easy, but we've got to build resilience around this change. A community mindset and behavioral change is always very, very important. I think we have to nurture this change, particularly to the younger people, who can be able to not only sustain the change, but also probably upscale the same.
With the right knowledge, access to technology and community collaboration, this dryland region holds the potential to transform challenges into opportunities, ensuring food security and sustainable livelihoods for generations to come.